Hi newbies, Nurse Ruthie here, and welcome back to the Newbie Nurse Podcast. I want to take a moment and thank each and every one of you for supporting me. I'm truly blessed to be able to have the opportunity to give back to the nursing world. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing right now. Today we're going to talk about burnout and how to prevent it. We work long hours. We're in a high stressful environment. So the chances of burnout is very high. Before COVID, I worked a lot. I would get a call. I'd come in, I'd drop of a hat. But COVID really taught me to slow down, and it showed me what's really important in life. So I have 7 tips today to help prevent burnout. All right. Tip number 1. Take regular breaks throughout the day. Now, if you've heard me my episodes before, I preach please take your breaks, but it's very important. Look at your policy, see what the hospital or the facility states your breaks are, and take them, because chances are they're probably already taking out your paycheck, but you're going to see a huge difference. Just do it for 1 week. 1 week and just see how much more happier you are. And breaks also means when you have to use the bathroom, go to the bathroom, because all your body is going to be doing is saying, hey, you got to go bathroom. You're not going to be able to focus. So go to the bathroom, drink your water, etc. Also, get a good night's sleep. For many years, majority of my nursing career, I worked night shift. And I have several tips for that. But just be sure, I recommend working your days in a row, especially if you work at night, just because you can just get out of the way, because you're bouncing back and forth from day to night. Your body's I got to stay up. I got to go to sleep. Got to stay up. And I got to make myself go to sleep. Also, putting a sign on the door saying do not disturb unless the house is, not your front door, like your bedroom door. You don't want everybody knowing your business that you're not there at night. But otherwise, put your do not disturb on the phone. Tell your friends and family, no, you cannot go out to lunch with them. You have to go to sleep. Also, just setting up, if you work day shift, set up a regular pattern of going to sleep, winding down. Some people like to watch their shows. I suggest not watching anything horrific, because you don't want to have terrible dreams. But the point is to get regular sleep. I know many of you probably have children. I do not have children, so I see a different viewpoint. But I could imagine it's very hard to sleep with little ones, because they need you. So, if you have a partner or a friend or someone that can help you out with that, to wrangle the children to bed, it'll be for your benefit. Tip number 2, don't overwork yourself. Now, again, that's what I mean. You're working 5 days in a row. Yes, that money is nice. It is nice. But are you really going to be able to enjoy it if your body is just drained? Your bank account might. So it's all about perspective. Everybody has their own goals and the reason why they're doing things. But for me personally, I would rather rest and wake up and feel rejuvenated and ready to go for the next day. Tip number 4. Find ways to practice self-care. So this doesn't have to cost money. It could be just sitting outside, sitting in the grass, grounding yourself, maybe calling a friend and someone who's positive and you can laugh with, and just spending that time. I personally like to do yoga. I like to work out. I've been doing my nails. I get my manicure every month, my pedicure every month. That makes me feel good. Sometimes I have a little tasty treat. I like my dark chocolate, so sometimes I'll have a little treat. Treat yourself. I also found this amazing magazine. You might have saw it in my stories. It's called Mantra Wellness. It looks like it comes out quarterly. It's amazing. They have so many self-help suggestions. It's a beautiful magazine, and it's not that much. I think it was $6. Magazines these days are $18, $20, but I highly suggest it. I'm going to put a link to their website, but I found it at Sprouts, and again, it's so worth it. It's so cute. They have so many great sayings. Tip number 5 kind of goes with tip number 4. Take time for yourself to relax and unwind. Driving home after a long shift. You may just want to listen to maybe the comedy channel, or maybe some of your favorite music, or maybe nothing. I like silence sometimes. But majority of the time, when I get home, I like to take my shower, obviously, and I'll turn on my candles, put on my incense, and just like maybe listen to some like soft music. I like the Monks. I don't know why. I like the Monks. It kind of relaxes me, and it's very spiritual. Today at the gym, the sauna, and if you don't have a gym membership, so I go to Esporta. It's like $20. I think they have a cheaper one for like $10, but you can't bring somebody. But I love Esporta, and they're not sponsoring me, but I love that they have a sauna, they have a pool, they have a jacuzzi, they have a full gym, basketball court, and they're very reasonable. Well, anyways, today I was in the sauna, and I had my little iPods in, and I listened to a 8-minute guided meditation. I just went on podcasts, and I was like, oh, guided meditation. This is what came up. I'm also going to link that inside the podcast today. I highly recommend it. The final tip, tip number 7, utilize your available resources at your job. Like at your job, they may have like a helpline, a 24-hour helpline. Even if, let's say you don't have their insurance, you can still use it. There are several services that your city may offer. They may have a helpline. They may have resources for you. I believe the one in Florida is 211. Your local library has a lot of resources. And again, you might want to find that friend or that family member that makes you laugh, that you can, a mentor, someone that you can, turn to. If you are of faith, you can speak to someone at church. You know what? I'm going to sneak a number 8 in because this is really important to me. And I just learned this on the Mantra Wellness magazine. It states that when you write down what you are grateful for, it like shoots dopamine. I was like, what? I didn't even think about that, because I am like, if I start feeling a little down, I'll go ahead and write 3 things down, like what I'm grateful for. And I feel so much better afterwards, and especially like when I'm at work and there's a patient that they're not very nice. There's none of those, right? But I'm grateful that I'm not in their situation, that I'm grateful my life is not like theirs. Because we are super blessed. You may not think you are, but there's someone that may be right next to you that are going through some horrible shit. So write down what you're grateful for. At least 3 things. You could do that every morning. You could do that every evening, whatever works for your schedule. All right, newbies, I hope you can take some of this back with you. You can incorporate this in your life. Be sure to follow me and share me if you like me or if you don't like me. I'm on all the socials, Newbie Nurse Podcast. I'm having a great time doing this. You can also email me at newbienursepodcast@yahoo.com. If you have any questions, you can DM me. And remember, treat people how you want to be treated, because what you put into this world is what you're going to get. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speaker and do not reflect the views or position of any entities they represent.
Oh, thank you.